It's time now for Teen Christian Ministries Live with your hosts, Larry Roy and Leslie Lamb. Chat lines are open at tcmlive.com by clicking on the Live Join Now button. TCM Live addresses issues that teens face daily, providing a safe place to talk it out and find answers to their questions. Larry and Leslie are in the studio. Let's join them now for TCM Live.
Hey guys, welcome to TCM Live. I am Larry, and this is
Lyndsey Sikes.
Lyndsey Sikes from Life Choices. Yes, I tell you what, I love me some Life Choices. We're glad that you guys have joined us, and Lyndsey, I'm going to say it is wonderful to have you back, because I know, what is it, maybe been like a year and a half, something like that?
At least that, because y'all have made so many changes since I've been here.
Yeah, because we got the green screen and all that
stuff.
stuff.
I know, y'all moving on up.
Yeah, moving on up in the world. Yeah, we got some better seats to sit on and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, we're actually saving up for some padded seats, so,
well,
you know.
That would be good.
Exactly, yeah, that's what we're hoping for. And Seth's back there. You can't see Seth Williamson, but he's back there and he's just shaking his head no. So we're going to jump right into it. We're glad you guys are here, and I'll tell you what we're going to do. It's been quite a while since Lyndsey's been here, and last time she was here, she talked about Life Choices, and we've invited her back here at TCM Live to do that again because Life Choices is such an important organization. And I hope that you're asking yourself right now, well, what is Life Choices? I don't know a whole lot about it. Because what this is going to do, with Lyndsey talking about this, it's going to make you a believer in what they do and how they do it. So, Lyndsey, could you just tell us a little bit about Life Choices and what you guys do?
Sure. We offer free pregnancy tests, ultrasound, counseling, material assistance. Basically, if you think that you might be pregnant, you could come visit us and we would do a pregnancy test and see if it was positive or negative and just kind of talk to you about your situation. If it was negative, if it was positive, then depending on how far along you were in your pregnancy, we could do an ultrasound and then help you with some material assistance and things. Or maybe if you know someone who has a baby or you have a baby and you're just kind of going through a hard time and need some extra assistance, we do a one-time emergency assistance as well.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, and you were just telling me before the program, though, and I want to brag on you a little bit here. You're talking about the new ultrasound, because I know, especially with women, that's an important thing. Now, you have a new ultrasound machine, correct?
We do. We're very excited about it, our 4D ultrasound machine. And, you know, we get a lot of calls about people that just want to have a 4D ultrasound done. And that's not really what our purpose is for it at the center. It's a real ministry tool for us because we see a lot of women who come in and young girls and they are pregnant and they are not really sure what they want to do with their pregnancy, that they do have options, and one of those is abortion. And so our ultrasound machine is a huge ministry tool for us. Yeah.
And I think that's great too, Lyndsey, because, you know, exactly like what you're talking about, you're picturing a young, scared girl that comes in and she's wanting to be fully informed of her choices, of what she's looking at. And I can't think of a better thing than having like what you're talking about with a 4D ultrasound machine so that she can make the best possible choice for her. I mean, when you look on that screen and you know, the difference between the 3D, I guess, and the 4D is just phenomenal.
It is amazing. I mean, at 4D, you can see the hair, the dimples, everything. And 89% of women who are abortion-minded and have an ultrasound, they will change their mind to carry in parent or carry in place for adoption.
Wow.
So it's huge, and this ultrasound is just a big blessing for us.
Yeah, gotcha. So you guys are also coming off a huge event that you had.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, the Cross radio station approached us. They were bringing in Phillips, Craig, and Dean and wanted to donate to us the net proceeds from the concert, which, well, why would we say no to that? We love the Cross, we love Phillips, Craig, and Dean, and everything. And so they took a love offering for Life Choices that night, and it was over $7,800.
Wow.
So
yeah,
we're so blessed.
And they also took in donations of diapers and formula.
And wipes. And that's an easy way to be involved in the center, you know, because a lot of people like buying baby things, like diapers or little outfits and things. So a lot of churches and groups, they'll have baby showers from time to time, and that really helps us out because we're able to then give that to our new babies.
Yeah, and this is something that I really didn't realize, again, until we started talking before this program, is the fact that, of course, you know, you're a volunteer organization,
right?
But also that you accept donations year-round.
Right.
That's something that I really didn't realize. So that would include, if somebody out there, maybe they're watching this and they're part of a youth group, because let's face it, you guys out there, teenagers that are watching, fortunately or unfortunately, we all know somebody that's gotten pregnant young. you know?
Yes.
And so maybe you're looking at an organization to point them towards. Maybe
Right.
they're scared. Maybe they found this out. Or maybe you're a part of a youth group that's really looking for a service project. Maybe it's around Christmas time. Maybe it's around your birthday and you're like, you know what, Mom, Dad, I want to start something. I want to start a little movement around my birthday that instead of giving to me, I want to do something to where I give to those who really need. So you will take donations anytime. What's
Right.
some things, a little bit more specific, what's some things that you will take?
Any newborn items, you know, we deal mostly with like new babies, so clothing items, diapers, all sizes of wipes, formula, blankets, any baby item. You know, babies
Gotcha.
need a lot of stuff. So
Yeah, so
any
it
baby
wouldn't be
item.
like, you don't necessarily go for like the 6 month thing. You
we
tend to
do
focus
we do
more
up
on the.
through 12 months, but
Okay.
primarily babies because that's what we see the most of. So.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's great. Okay, well, tell me this. Life Choices in Louisiana. How long
Right.
have you been in Monroe?
Life Choices was started in 1979 by Dr. Meadow Bull. She's a pediatrician in Monroe, and was just wanting to offer her teen clients an alternative to abortion. Abortion had just been legal in the United States for a few years at that point, and so people are just kind of like not really sure where this is going to go, what to do, and just wanted to have like a safe place of support of alternatives to abortion, and that's what we still do almost 35 years later, really. And there are pregnancy centers all over the world, so each one is its own entity. Like, we all exist on our own. Like, we have a board of directors that governs Life Choices, and all of the money donated, all of the items donated, they stay right here in our area. And there are pregnancy centers, you know, in the state, in the country, in the world, and each one has its own board of directors or own income.
Yeah, and I think that's very important too, because you know when you grow up in a community, or anyone that's lived here any amount of time, you know, you're proud of the community. I'm proud of Monroe and West Monroe, and
Right.
even the immediate. I'm from Calhoun, you know, so I kind of group myself in there with
Right,
Monroe and
sure.
West Monroe. I'm proud of my community, and so when I know there's an organization like what you have that stays local, that anything that you give stays right here and helps your neighbors, your friends, it helps people that you don't even know, but they're within your community, to better their lives. Man, that affects our entire community, and you know. Having you on here, especially going more towards the young adult and teenage mindset, is because that you guys, what you really need to know right now is the choices that you make, they affect not just you, but everyone around you. And you take someone coming into Life Choices, what's so cool about that is being presented with the options that you have, because let's face it, Lyndsey, in our world today, for the most part, what the media and what the world will tell you is that abortion is just the way to go. It's your
Yeah.
choice, it's your body, you can do whatever you want with it. You're probably not ready for this, so let's
Right.
kill it.
Right.
And you know, if you take a step back from that, guys, here just a second, and you think about this as well, that what, and we're not going to get in this whole big conversation, but what produces children? Sex. Okay, so if you think about this, the government is telling you when it comes to sex that abstinence is just foolishness. They're telling you that you don't have to wait until you get married. We're not even going to teach that. That's what a lot of school systems, that's what a lot of people in the government really think. They're like, well, we're not going to teach that because they're not going to do it. They insult your intelligence. They don't think that you can wait to have sex, and so they don't even put that on the table. And because they do not fully inform you, you end up making poor decisions, not totally blaming them because it is individual choice, but you end up making poor decisions, and so you find yourself or your friends find themselves pregnant and scared and not knowing what to do. And so when you come somewhere like Life Choices, it is their responsibility, their duty, their passion to lay everything out on the table. They don't dismiss anything and say, oh, well, that's just absurd, that's just absurd. We're going to give you all of the options that you have here. In fact, we want to show you, if this will help you, we want to show you what your baby looks like. And that always blows my mind when I think about that, Lyndsey, because you know, a lot of people accuse us within the church, the body of Christ, in organizations such as yours, of
Right.
being so closed-minded that we just want people to believe our way.
Right.
And basically, what you've said and what you said before is, and it's in the name, Life Choices. You want them to know that they have choices.
Right, and sometimes, you know, to be honest, like not everyone who comes to Life Choices, we do have some women who choose to have an abortion. What we offer them is they can come back after that procedure and talk to one of our counselors. We're there to support. If you're pregnant and it's unexpected and unplanned, that is so scary. And it's a scary place to be. And we just offer support and resources. You know, somebody once said that abortion's unnecessary when a woman has support resources. And that's what we want to do at Life Choices. And, you know, before the show, we were talking about the new iPhone update and everything. And I just got through reading this biography of Steve Jobs. And I don't know if a lot of people know that he was adopted at birth. And it's amazing to me, like, as I was reading this biography of him, it was his authorized biography. He asked this writer to come in and write it before his death. And it was amazing to me, you know, his level of genius and innovation and creativity. I mean, he could have been rough around the edges in some things, you know, not necessarily would say I agree with everything he did, but just like what he promoted in technology was unmatched by anybody in this generation. And you just think about, you know, his mom, while abortion was not legal at the time of his birth, it was probably available. And to make that decision, you know, to place him for adoption with parents that he adored, you know, throughout his life, they had a wonderful relationship, that it just really struck me again and renewed my passion for what we do, that here's this life nobody would have known when he was born what he was going to grow up to be and do, and what God's plan for his life was, what his purpose and potential was. And so every life has that value. And I think that sometimes too, when you talk about, you know, having sex outside of marriage and things like that, that sexual sin that kind of is real sticky, you know, on us. It feels like, oh, well, I messed up with that, and I don't feel forgiven, and I don't feel, or, you know, I've had a baby, and I don't know how to start over again with choices in my relationships, but it's always possible. And so I would definitely encourage someone with that, is no matter what choices that you've made with your sexuality, you know, that there's a new beginning every day. God's word says that his mercy is new every single day. You can't ever wear it out. So today, if you need a new start today, just today could be your new start. And to just recognize the value that your life and every life has.
Now, Lyndsey, there are some people that are they're watching this, and you're really touching their hearts. Now, whether this is live when it actually airs, or whether they're in our archives, and maybe they want to know how to get in touch with your organization. How can they do that?
Our website, lifechoicesofmonroe.com, is the best way. We've just revamped it, and we're very active on Facebook, Twitter. We have a blog. You can email us on there. You can even make an appointment. You know, sometimes, Larry, you kind of feel nervous calling somebody on the phone, especially if it's with a big issue like I might be pregnant. I need to make an appointment for a pregnancy test. And so we are able to do that through our website now. So it's really great to encourage anybody who knows someone who may need that service.
That is great. And right here in closing too, though, just want to remind you, so that you can hit on again, this is a volunteer. And if you're looking for a way to volunteer, you know, when you hear that volunteer organization, you know, I hope that lights, you know, some light bulbs in people's heads, because you guys are always looking for people to help do multiple things, correct?
Right. That's true. We have so many opportunities. We have help in the office, you know, that we deal with. We have all of our we have our little baby closet with all the baby clothes that we get donated, that we always need help sorting through that and things like that.
And of course, there are multiple fundraising opportunities throughout the year that you can do. And also right here, as we close, I got to bring this up though, because you have a newsletter that you send out, correct? Yeah, because I think we get that at the church. How would they get set up? Can they get set up on the website to get that?
You can. You can subscribe through email, or you can shoot us an email and let us know to put you on the snail mail and everything.
That's great. I would recommend that you guys, you know, check it out. Learn more about Life Choices, because they have a wonderful ministry. Again, this is Life Choices of Monroe, and Lyndsey Sikes. I want to thank you so much for being on the program.
Larry, it's my pleasure. Anytime. You call, I'm coming to help, whatever I can do.
Now, you might want to be careful on that, because
I will help you anytime.
This might become a twice-a-week thing here. All right, Lyndsey, thank you so much, guys.
My pleasure.
I hope you've gotten a lot out of this, because I know that I do every time I talk with Lyndsey. She's got a huge heart for the organization that she is a part of. Otherwise, she wouldn't be doing it. So check them out. Give us that web address one more time.
lifechoicesofmonroe.com.
Check them out today. You guys have a good night. We'll see you next time.